Hey, hello, TMG, Ben Cowie here. TMG Wellness Program, and today it's a new element. The element this month is food. Food and wellness. I gotta tell you, I'm gonna be really upfront with y'all. Food can be confusing. Food can be confusing. Billion-dollar, trillion-dollar industry, food, and I'm telling you, it can be confusing. What do you eat? Why do you eat? When do you eat? How do you feel after you eat? How do you feel before you eat? Do you eat because you're hungry? Do you use food as a medicine? Do you eat food for energy? Anyways, boy oh boy, we're gonna try to keep this as simple as possible, and I do have a summary at the end. Number one, your body is your lab. Okay, with respect to food, your body is your lab. You're going to hear all sorts of different diets and all sorts of recommendations on this works for me, that doesn't work for me. Your body is your lab. We could talk again for days about different foods and what different nutrients may do for you, but listening to how your body reacts is of vital importance. I will be very clear on there is what most people can agree on is whole foods versus refined foods. Okay, so whole foods. The majority of food today is processed. It's organic versus non-organic. It's GMO versus non-GMO. It's sustainable versus conventional. It's local versus outsourced. So really concentrate on whole foods. Okay, whole foods are very important, and there's natural as you can get them, it's funny, the most natural food we can get are usually the hardest type of food to find at the grocery store, so I find that quite ironic. The standard North American diet, well, I think we all know this, it shouldn't be a surprise. It's non-organic, it's conventionally grown, it's outsourced, the GMO laden, and these all do contribute to illness. There is no question about it. Healthy eating is not only making you look good, but it makes you feel good. Much more important, it makes you feel good. So the balance of the whole balance of the food you eat, the lifestyle you desire. I don't have to get into the number of diets that there are out there. There's Atkins, South Beach, Zone, vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, raw food, dairy, non-dairy. I mean, folks, it really just all gets down to treating your body as a lab, and you've got to slow down. You've got to journal what you eat. Listen to your cravings. What are my cravings after I eat? How do you feel? What is your energy like when you eat certain foods? I will summarize at the end, but I did read a book recently, and it does summarize the food topic, I think, quite nicely for a big proportion of the population. And here's some tips, although I feel reluctant to give some tips. And this is from the book Healthy as F***CK. Healthy as F***CK. Half your plate should be veggies. Boom, make half your plate your veggies, 7 servings a day. Number 2, watch your protein. I think there's a recent love affair with people wanting more protein in their life. 60% of North Americans are looking at labels for protein, when really we are getting enough protein. So just don't go overboard on protein, okay? Number 3, eat smaller portions, okay? Eat smaller portions. It's a great restaurant, the food just over the plate. That's not a great restaurant. Limit the protein portion of your meals to the size of your palm. Eat good carbs. Watch and limit sugar. I mean, sugar, I'm quite adamant on sugar. I think sugar is going to be, oh boy, right now, sugar is evil. I'm going to say sugar is evil. A lot of people don't say it's evil. I say sugar is evil. Eat good fats, okay? You need good fats. Thumb size of fats with your meals. Avoid trans fats. And don't eat unless you're hungry. There's some, I read a saying, Hari hachi bun mi. Hari hachi bun mi. I'm probably doing a disservice there, but in Japanese it means after a meal, in some blue zone areas of Japan, my belly is 80% full. So that means a certain contentment. In France, a certain way of ending the meal is not, oh man, I'm stuffed. I'm no longer hungry. Number 9, with food, slow down. We eat our meals too fast. Okay, we really eat our meals too fast. Some cultures, it's an ordeal. There's conversation, there's breathing, there's tasting. You taste your food more when you slow down. And number 10, if there are cravings, look for distractions. Do some push-ups, do some sit-ups, do something else. Go for a walk, read a book, grab some water. So when there is a craving, perhaps look for distractions. In conclusion on food, boy, oh boy, again, you're going to get lots of opinions on this, but I am a believer in proteins, carbs, and fats, all good ones. All whole food is possible. Proteins, carbs, and fats are important in your diet in moderation. And I do recommend seeking professional help when it comes to food. Food is the fuel. Food is the fuel. If you have the wherewithal, the money to get some professional help, whether it be a nutritionist or a NatPath or whatever tests that are needed, blood tests and or food sensitivity tests, these are very important for you to realize and then work with what foods may work for you, and then you becoming the master of your lab and really finding out what's going on when it comes to food. So that's the external layer of food, okay? I want to make it as unconfusing as possible, but it's just $1 trillion industry, and it won't allow to make it, it won't allow it to be simple. It's going to be confusing because people want to sell, and you sell stuff when you find an angle. And that's why there's all these diets out there, I am convinced. So, TMG, that's video number 1, food, external layer. Stay well.